Hey guys, this week on Camera with Cameron, we are talking about the proper fish care, safe handling of fish, and we're going to talk about pufferfish being lying dead on the beach and things like that, and anglers not taking good care of them and not putting them back into the water. So guys, Cameron Johnson, Cameron, nice seeing you again.
Lovely to be here again.
Alright, so you tell me now, let's talk about fish care. Well, summer holidays are coming, we're going to have a lot of kids on the beach, playing around, scratching around for the smaller fish, but it's important, catch and release is taken off thanks to you guys, and if you are going to release them, it's obviously good to release them in the appropriate manner, and you've done some research on this, so yeah, please enlighten us.
Okay, as far as our little edible species off the rocks, a lot of kids will be catching stumpies, carantine, blacktail, all the little rock species over the holidays, and we often see them just being taken off the hook, dragged up the beach onto the sand, dry sand. That all damages the slime on their skin, which is very negative. That damages the lining of their eyes. Ideally, you'd like to try and handle the fish with wet hands. If you get it onto the beach onto a wet cloth, that'll protect it a little bit, and keep it as close to the water as possible. In a shallow rock pool, you want to photograph it and get it back into the water as soon as possible. Try and give it the best chance of survival that we can.
And while we're talking about the fish care and the proper handling of fish, Cameron, flatfish is another topic that should be spoken about with the correct techniques of releasing them.
Absolutely. We're seeing a lot of, well, not a lot, but every year we see a few cases where flatfish are being badly handled. They don't have a bone structure to protect their internal organs.
Yes.
So things that are going wrong with handling is guys pulling them out of the water, throwing them on their back to pull the hook out.
No, yeah, sure.
The minute you do that, you're putting pressure on the internal organs, and that's not great for them. You want to try and keep the fish honest at belly side. A lot of guys are very scared of flatfish. The only problem with the flatfish is it's got a spike at the base of the tail. The rest of the tail is harmless. So if you can grab the tip of the tail, you protect it.
Yes.
Grab the tip of the tail and put a hand in its mouth. They've got very tiny little sandpaper-like teeth, so no damage will come to your hand. If you're scared, wear a bit of a glove, a garden glove will do the job. Drag them up the beach by their mouths, pull the hook out, back into the water and let them go. Keep them on wet sand again. And the other thing we also see, which is also not very good, is the guys, flatfish have got spiracles on the top of their head, part of the breathing apparatus, where they manage to blow air out. Sucking sand in when they're lying on the seabed. Don't stick your fingers in there, guys. No. The minute you stick your fingers in there, you're messing with the breathing system, and that can cause infection and massive problems for them. Use the mouth, get them in the water get back in the water as fast as you can. And
I mean, there is a wide range of fish releasing tools out there, from anything from a long nose plier to your
lip grip,
your hook removal pliers and things like that. So, if you are scared to get your hands in there, if you find the hook a bit too tough, I mean, there are other tools that you could get on that. And while talking about that as well, I mean, reviving the fish. There's techniques of holding the fish, your thumb into the mouth, your forefinger under the lip. Just put them back in the water, revive the fish by lipping. We'll lip them, just move them back and forth, let the water get through their gills, and then ensures a good, safe release. And then the other aspects that could help the better release, like we touched on last week, would be your circle hooks and barbless hooks as well. I mean, because that'll be appropriate if you catching, just scratching around for fish. I mean,
Absolutely.
you don't need anything too serious to hook onto them. And Cameron, also you said with the wet towels, and this would eliminate bacteria from getting onto the fish?
Well, anything that takes that slime off,
yes.
Once the slime's off of a fish's skin, it opens it up to infections and to bacterial.
Yeah, and you said Rob Kyle had some research on this, where they saw how long it takes for the fish to heal.
Rob he told us that when he released captured fish into the aquarium, they could actually see in the aquarium where these fish had been handled and where the slime had been rubbed off, and that took a couple of weeks. It looked like the burn marks on the fish. It took a couple of weeks for the fish to recover from just having that slime removed. So it's obviously very important to look after that part of the fish.
Yeah. Now, Cameron has also been noticing this becoming more prevalent of recent. Our pufferfish, or some know it as tobies, blowfish, that type of thing. It's our common reef fish caught along the coastline. What have you been finding with this, Cameron?
Oh, it seems to be a standard thing over the years. Every year you see them, especially when the shad are around. The guys will catch the puffers strip their bait off, and instead of returning to the water, the guys throw them up the beach to dry and dry there. I think it's very simply the pufferfish are found right from Mozambique down to Cape Town. They're a very important part of our ocean environment. They do play a role in balancing things out. They prey on small crabs, small fish, crustaceans. So they, to keep a healthy ecosystem, we need all the parts of the ecosystem to be there. And to kill these fish needlessly and pointlessly just because they're a pest in terms of bait is quite sad. Guys, just take a moment to return them. There's myths about them that they're deadly poisonous if you touch them. Just a quick rinse of your hands, put them back in the water, you'll be fine, they'll be fine. And just don't eat them. They really are poisonous.
Oh, they really are. No, that they definitely are. But like you said, I like that. They definitely are part of our ecosystem, and every creature deserves to live. I mean, and we're not going to take them on for the pan. Clearly, you will die. So just return them as quick as possible. Leaving dead fish on the beach is never ever a good thing, and never a good thing to teach the future anglers as well.
Yeah.
Well, guys, if there's any more things you'd like to hear about Cameron, we'll be discussing them in the weeks to come. Get onto their Facebook page, share your thoughts, share your comments, and that was it for this week on Camera Cameron. Thanks, Cameron.
Thanks for
See you next week.
Lovely, look forward to it.